Welcome back, everyone. We are finals time once again. It is game 2 here between ROOTsheth and capoch PVZ. Now, ROOTsheth did take off the first game off capoch, so capoch has gone, okay, no worries, I'm going to pick Steps of War and make it life incredibly hard for you. PVZ on this map is definitely swinging in the Protoss' favour due to the small map and the ridiculously short rush distance. Some good luck having fun going around by Chef. So, to anyone just joining us, this is the FXopen final. Brought to us by FXopen, the Forex broker, and of course 2bh.org for hosting the event. I am Unstable, joined here by Atlair. And what do you think we're going to see from this game, Atlair?
I think we're going to be seeing some very aggressive play by the Protoss player. I'm really hoping to see some sort of like 2-base Colossus build or something really, really good, like a fast expand followed by some sort of really powerful push, because that's what seems to work best. Especially, I say Colossi because we're in the middle. It's like a Colossi heaven, although there's no ledges to fall back on, because there's so much space, you get this really nice surround. You can bottleneck the Zerd player on their ramp if they do have Hydralisks and Roaches, and it does feel like it's game over pretty quickly. You can expect Chef to go like a 14 pull and then get the hatch later on at like 20 supply, just on the basis that like it's so hard to defend your natural really early, and it looks like he will be going for the same build this game, a 14 gas and a 13 pull, so it's a very early speedling build. So
yeah, I have to agree with that map, that build order choice there by Chef. You just can't fast expand on this map safely versus a decent Protoss opponent. But it looks like a little bit of banter from both players, but still no real idea on what capoch is going to do yet.
It's that time in the game for Protoss and Terran where you can't really do anything different. You have that standard little opener. In the next, next minute or so, we will be seeing the defining characteristics. Whether or not we see a Zealot before the Cybernetics core will be interesting, because it defines a lot of what he's going to do. Because if he does happen to go Cyber core first, it does mean he's going to be droning really hard. He's going to be playing really eco. He's not expecting a rush, which he's scouted and he won't see. However, we will be seeing the Zerg player Chef trying to get down his expansion, but instead has opted for something else, getting a Queen earlier on, and he's 4 Zerglings. So, a very smart by Chef. He goes down to the natural with 280 minerals, looks at it and goes, can I expand? And if he sees that drone there, he instantly swaps back and builds a Queen. So it's really good timing by him. It's really smart thing to do. It's what makes a good Zerg player.
Yeah, definitely. He will be able to clean up this probe now, though, with his Lings. Oh, unless he does not get us surrounded. See, the annoying thing is, with Lings without speed when they're off creep, they take too long to chase a probe around. Oh my god, the rally point! But now that it was on creep, he did be able to take out that probe. I'm pretty sure capoch saw that Ling speed was coming if he was paying attention, because you can see the little shivering on that spawning pool as the expansion is now going down for capoch.
Oh, it looks like we do have about 6 Zerglings. It looks like we have about 6 Zerglings popping through to have a look. There's a lot of pylons here. 2 pylons blocking the ramp, which should be interesting. However, the Zealot will be blocking a lot of it. We do have another gateway going down. The second gas is just finishing now. Chrono boost on the warp gate, so we will be seeing some sort of heavy warp gate tech. Chef almost losing a Ling there, but he's just fine. He didn't lose anything, which is really good. He did get some decent scouting information. He did know that there's only 1 Zealot there at the moment. There is no Stalker quite there yet. Usually, if you see a really quick Stalker, it means some sort of eco-tech, basically. He didn't see it. A sentry was clearly popping out, so he knows that a 4 gate or something's coming, and sure enough, 3 gates are building. So let's see how Chef responds accordingly.
Definitely.
Second Queen popping up now. The first one is spreading creep. It is incredibly important to spread creep on this map. It's like a must thing. If you go Void Rays versus Zerg on this map, and they haven't spread the creep together and you weren't expecting it, it's game over, because you can't get the Queens to join up. Because 2 Queens can easily kill 1 Void Ray. And that's if you don't have that creep together, you're in serious trouble. Spinecrawler is dropping down now. He has a lot of Zerglings. Speed has finished a few minutes ago, so it looks like he is in pretty decent shape. However, lots of Zealots popping out by capoch, so it looks like he will be just massing up a 4-gate strategy and seeing how Chef reacts. I would expect Chef to get a lot more spine crawls, dropping down a few more in a minute when he's got a little bit more economy. He's doing quite well. He has 25 drones. He has actually less than the Protoss players, so far this 4-gate is quite successful. I see Chef as a disadvantage at this point in time, to be honest.
Yeah, really, it looks like capoch has gone to up the expand rather than going straight in with those 3 warp gates. Really different to what we've seen him play on so far. He's normally gone for that 4 warp gate straight, insane aggression, but this time he's just opted for the 3-gate expand. Interesting.
To me, he seems the sort of player who's a threatening player. He wants like Chef to see that I'm building a Dark Shrine, and then he'll do something else. Like he tries to play mind games with them. And although that may work on the ladder, I'm not convinced that may work against players like Chef, because they may see that. They may not be completely convinced. And sure enough, Chef's so good with the Overlords, suiciding one in, seeing only 3 gates and none of 4th, which means that I'm not sure if he has scouted this expansion quite yet. He has not, so he's quite in the dark about it. But he can guess, I would assume. I mean, it looks like he was going to go 4 gate, but if you can only see 3 at this point in the game, 7.5 minutes in, it's a little weird. So at this point, obviously, he's going to be droning really, really hard. He's going to stop building Zerglings. He's going to build some Spine Crawlers, which is a good idea, just in case sort of thing.
Yeah, but he does have a little bit of an idea now, as Chef did sacrifice that Ling. If we have a look, his vision has seen all of this coming out now. So we do have a couple of options here coming from capoch. He does have the hallucination ability researching, but he can also, what I've seen more and more recently is 3-gate expand into 6-gate push, which catches a lot of Zergs off guard, but I don't think Chef is going to fall for that one, to be honest.
No, he would be facing that all on the ladder all the time. That and the 38 drone timing push, which is a very delicate procedure, like a forge expand. You build about 36, 37 probes as Protoss, and then you stop and you build 5 warp gates, and then you just push. It's that sort of strategy he's going to be looking for. That's the trick that Protoss players have been using. This sort of hallucination, you can scout easily with a hallucinated Phoenix. It's like the perfect thing. It has no cost, basically. You can continuously use it. He already has a lot of sentries. That's the wonderful thing about the strategy, which I'm really liking. Sure enough, he's doing it right now. He's hallucinated a Phoenix, and he's going to be doing some scouting information. But now that he has like eight or so of these sentries, it looks like we're going to be seeing some really smart play by him. Everything seems to be working out. He has lots of options. Roaches are popping out for Chef, however, and the gateway is finishing, and we do see a forge starting, so maybe some upgrades will be coming. No gateways or anything quite yet from capoch, besides the one he just finished.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen a different tech path chosen yet. There we go. There is a robotics bay now, so we will probably see some Colossi on the field fairly soon. And looks like he's going to be a little bit aggressive here with these units. He does have that hallucination ability, so he can hallucinate something to take the Spine Crawler damage as he pushes in. But Chef is trying to take down these rocks to secure a 30. He's got a lot of Lings at this Zelnaga Tower, so he will be able to box in capoch. And it looks like here he comes. Capoch moves in, as we do have a lot of Spine Crawlers and Roaches to back them up.
From the back.
Yeah,
Zerglings are going to be doing a Zergling run by. It's going to be quite hard for him to deal with. He doesn't have anything. He has a Stalker to defend. Not the best move. He probably should have got a Sentry to force field the ramp. However, it looks like these Zerglings will be doing huge amounts of damage. Robotics facility is almost done. I really got to get a good bet against this Roach Hydra sort of army, but this is not his immediate problem. The immediate problem is these Zerglings going to town. However, they are being
warp
kept
in there by capoch. Warping in a few Zealots into the mineral line of his main base to help with those probes. But looks like Seth is just trying to get as many probes as he can before these Zerglings are mopped up. It looks like he's doing a pretty good job of it too, by the looks of it. All these Stalkers standing there doing nothing as the Zerglings are still taking out more and more probes. They're finally completely mopped up. But in the meantime, if we have a look back here, we have Chef. He does have a Hydra Roach army coming out. There is no Spire at the moment. He has seen that robotics facility, so he's got to expect some Colossi coming.
I think the telling sign for capoch that he went with Robo Bay is that when he scouted, he only saw like 5 Roaches, and he would have known that there would have been an early lair into like Hydras. He knows. It's really good scouting by him. The creep highway is started, ladies and gentlemen. That is a very bad sign. You can tell when Chef's making a creep highway, he is going to be doing some really aggressive play. The third expansion was cancelled. There is a proxy pylon which has been quickly taken down. These 3 Zealots will be melted, but they definitely served their purpose and cost by delaying that expansion. Spine Crawlers are moving up, so we are going to be seeing some extra defense. However, the Robo Bay is almost done, and to be honest, the Robo Bay plus this ball at capoch's natural is going to be so dangerous. It doesn't matter how big Chef's army is, which is substantially bigger. And once he gets Colossi with extended lances, it's going to be quite hard. However, Chef is going to do a Spine Crawler.
I don't think he's not going to have time. No. With this creep high rate, he's just going to completely shut down the time it takes for Hydras to get there. And, oh no! Pushing out at the right time there by capoch. He is going to force field that army out. Does pick off a few of those Hydras. All the creep highway is now down for Chef. He's going to be dropping those Spine Crawlers. Not sure what the Spine Crawlers are doing at the front. They really need to start rooting themselves. But hey, here goes the Hydras. The force fields are done, but there's still a lot of energy for capoch. He's just trying to buy as much time as he possibly can for that Colossus to come out.
He's really delaying for it, he knows. And in production, we are seeing more and more Hydras. I really don't agree with this, especially if he knew that Colossi were coming down. First, Colossi is down. He's doing substantial amounts of damage already with a Force Field. However, he is being focused down by a few Hydras. It's almost 10%, and it moves back towards the ledge, but fakes it. He's coming back for more, and it looks like Sheth really got a bad end of that battle. The delaying tactic by capoch really worked, and all these Overlords are also being sacked, so Sheth really has to back off. However, his third expansion is up, and that is a really good sign at the moment. No Spire quite yet for Sheth. I can't see it anywhere, which to me is a really bad sign. He really should at least be building a lot more Roaches, and I cannot see many on the field. At least get the Roaches, which are a little... They feel better, especially if you can get, you can go into the tech of Burrowed Roaches, because Burrowed Roaches can do really well against Colossi because of the auto surround. You can get under them, and you can get in their face. However, the upgrades have started for the Hydras, which was going to be really good. The range upgrade to take down the Colossi a lot better, and the level 2 missile attacks, which will be really good. Looks like we will be seeing a speed upgrade for the Roaches too little too late, in my opinion. This giant death push by capoch coming out. It looks really dangerous. Spine Crawlers are just finishing quite now, and it's looking very, very bad for Sheth at this present moment. He really doesn't have that much at the moment. He's so far behind an army. That's what happens when you get this third expansion and you fail with your attack. You just have nothing.
Yeah, I think he really wanted to end the game back then, but unfortunately his creep high was a little bit too slow. He could not capitalize on that timing before the Colossi came out due to the great sentry play by capoch, and he's in a really bad way right now. He needs to get as many Roaches as he can to tank all this Colossi damage, but it looks like capoch is going to be pushing in here. This could be all over for... Oh my god, the Colossi's at the front. What are you doing? He is... Oh, how did he get away alive? More great sentry play by capoch there with these Colossi going great damage here. And waking his own force field as he wants to get up to the front. These Colossi are doing insane amounts of damage, but they are great control. More great force fields by capoch. Really just splitting up Sheth's army too well. And this could be all over for Sheth as he's pulling all his drones. This could be very, very close. I don't think Sheth is going to be able to hold this off, though. It's going to be very, very close.
Yeah, definitely. He lost way too many units in that first push. It's really dangerous. And just once you get more than 3 Colossi or so versus an equal food army with the Zerg player, it's GG. Sheth GG's out with a nice smiling face. He knows he lost the game to himself. He knows he didn't get enough Roaches. He didn't go Spire early enough. So it looks like we are going to be seeing Zelnaga Caverns next, which is going to be really awesome for both players.